Hey guys, today we're going to be watching the developer update, competitive defense matrix, and more. I'll play Overwatch 2 a lot. Um, yeah, and I just, I play it and I like to keep up with the updates, whatever. But this is like this is probably like the second video I will watch of developer updates. Since then, I haven't really watched any because I didn't really give a fuck back then. But considering how the state of the game is now, and just Overwatch 2 in general. So you got to keep up with the times. So let's get into it.
Camera roll.
Hey everyone, I'm Gavin Winter, Senior Systems Designer on the Overwatch team. We're back with another developer update to talk to you a little bit about some of the upcoming competitive changes. My teammate, Senior Research Scientist Natasha Miller, will tell us about updates to Defense Matrix a little later. A few weeks ago, we heard from Aaron that heroes are coming out of the Battle Pass and they'll be available for free the day they launch.
That's a good one.
He also talked about the new Mythic Shop as well as the upcoming
That's a good idea. I mean, I'm not opposed to that.
Clash playtest. He closed with a little sneak peek at what we're covering in this developer update. Season 10 is just around the corner, and we're excited to share these changes with you, starting with how we're updating the way you can play with friends this season. So let's talk about exactly how that'll work. We think Overwatch is at its best when you're playing with friends. So our new system in Season 10 lets any rank group with any other rank. That means, for example, if you're Plat and you've never been able to group with your friend in Bronze, you will be able to do that now.
I mean, I mean, if you do play this game religiously, like I do, I mean, this is probably the only competitive game I do play. Call of Duty, man, I gotta say, Call of Duty sweats compared to Overwatch sweats. Fuck Call of Duty. Anyways, and honestly, fuck this game too. I ain't gonna lie, but it's a good feature. I think it's a good feature. Yeah.
We'd refer to your group as a wide group because you and your friend are pretty far apart. There are some trade-offs for wide groups though. They only play against other wide groups, the queue times could be longer, and the
Makes
matches
sense.
will be sillier.
Shit, I mean, you have fucking goddamn diamond and fucking bronze. I mean, it doesn't get any fucking sillier than that.
We'll still use our role delta tech to try to match you against similarly shaped groups. So if you're a Plat tank and your friend is a Bronze support, we'll try to find another Plat tank and Bronze support to match you two against. At the end of a wide match, you'll see a new modifier just for this system. Avoiding boosting is really important to us. So the wider your group is, the less your rank will change after any match. If you're Bronze and you're grouped with a champion player, you can expect almost no change to your rank, regardless of the outcome. We expect all this to be a huge match quality win for our solo players.
It's just I don't understand that point of view right there, that change, because I mean, why don't you just go play unranked? I mean, I get it's competitive, but like if you're not ranking up, what's the fucking point? I don't understand that.
Because they'll never play against wide groups. We think of groups that are close in rank as narrow. So narrow matches will only be solos and narrow groups. All this means that you'll be able to choose whether you want to prioritize the highest match quality or playing with friends. We're also expecting to see fewer smurfs after these changes too, since we know some players were only creating alt accounts to play competitive with their friends. We've heard your
Yeah, Smurfs are a pretty big deal. It doesn't help that the game's free. Um, I honestly, you'd run into like probably like, goddamn, maybe a Widow Smurf, a fucking Kree Smurf, and a Genji Smurf. Other than that, I mean, yeah, I never ran into a tank. Back in the old days, you would run into like a goddamn god tier fucking Roadhog tank. But nowadays, you don't. I mean, you do, but not as good as it once was with the one hook combo. So we're gonna let this guy explain.
request for more void slots, but having more than 3 in our current system breaks matchmaking for high skill players. We realize that basing our
Good thing I'm never gonna be at that level.
void count on that restriction hamstrings the system for 99% of players though. So to add all the new features we're about to discuss, we had to rethink what it means to avoid players from the ground.
I don't avoid players just simply because. What's the point? Honestly, even if I don't avoid players, like which I don't avoid players, I barely get matched with the people that I matched with the last game. So, I mean, there's probably about a good 10% chance you'll be matched with the person you're matched with in the next game.
First off, we're increasing the number of avoid slots to 10.
I don't
We're
care.
also going to let you pin some avoided players so that they never fall off your list. The trade-off we make to get these features is related to our next new feature. You'll now be able to prioritize your avoid list, where players at the top are most likely to be avoided. For players below Grandmaster, that's most of us, you can expect all 10 avoid slots to be reliable, but we still want to give you the tools to organize your list by how much you dislike the players on it. For our highest skill players, this features at the most to our lever penalties for unranked as queue time increases. Another area we're addressing will bring changes to our lever penalties for unranked and competitive play. Right now, on the unranked side, our penalties kick in when you leave 4 out of your last 20 games and get worse when you leave 6 out of 20. We aren't changing those, but we are adding a more lenient 5-minute penalty if you've left 2 out of 20, and a much more harsh 48-hour penalty if you've left 10 out of your last 20 games. Now, there aren't a lot of players leaving more than 50% of their matches, but they do exist.
What the fuck? So wait, why the fuck do they have unranked penalties? Like, literally, you go over there to practice, you go there to bullshit around. It's no different than fucking arcade and deathmatch. It's no fucking different. So I don't understand this bullshit. Ain't no fucking way. Okay, so check this out. I mean, I understand the fucking 1 game left, 2 games left, 3 games left, 4 games left. Well, 4 games is stretching a little bit too far. But 5 games and 10 games? Are you fucking kidding me with this shit? And the season's pretty fucking long. I mean, you could leave this game for about 2 months. Then come back on and play it again. Like, you know, religiously again. And what the fuck happens if, like, come on, there's circumstantial shit that happens if you get disconnected. You know what I mean? So, like, I mean, I get the top, you know, the 4 games, whatever. 5 and 10 games. A season? 10 games left in a season? That is fucking retarded. That is fucking stupid. So whoever thought about that genius plan is an intellectually delayed fucking idiot. So, yeah, we'll continue.
And we think the game would be better without them most of the time. On the competitive side, we're closing another edge case by suspending any players that leave more than 10 matches a season. We're also going to start counting matches completed in competitive toward the 20-game window for unranked. Finally, I want to talk to you about our improved anonymity features. We already had a streamer mode, but we're making...
I don't care. I'm not a streamer. I don't give a fuck. So.
This feature because there are players that are mode being disruptive and everyone else though. And speaking of reporting, don't worry. Players in streamer mode being disruptive in text chat or voice can still be reported, avoided, and blocked.
That's
and
a good feature.
Penalties will still apply to them in exactly the same way as normal, because we still know their name behind the scenes. Next, Natasha will talk to you about our main initiatives to combat disruptive behavior.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Gavin.
That's going towards me, so.
Hiya, I'm Natasha Miller, a senior research scientist at Blizzard working on Defense Matrix for Overwatch. While we are always working
Which is a scientist?
In many areas of combating disruptive
She looked like a scientist.
behavior, today I want to talk about disruptive chat. I'll also touch on some of the tools that we're improving to help keep the community safe. Disruptive chat can really negatively affect someone's experience in-game. In our focus to curb this disruptive behavior, we are taking a multi-pronged approach that will roll out over several seasons. Today, I'll discuss the first 2 coming out in the next few seasons. In our first approach, we will prevent players at endorsement level 0 from using text or voice chat.
I support that because honestly, sometimes like a bastard like me, or any other fucking assholes out there like I am, we deserve it. I mean, fuck, we deserve that.
To be clear, the only way to get to endorsement level 0 is by having your account actioned for an in-game infraction. Even brand new players start at endorsement level 1. So these are players that have proven themselves to be bad actors, so much so in the past that they received a penalty. This feature would allow those players to take a forced break in team and match channels until they work their way back up to endorsement level 1. And from there, in all higher levels, chat would work as it did before. Remember, the best way to work your way back up to endorsement level 1 is to demonstrate good teamwork by trying your best, helping your team, and using the in-game ping system. In our second approach, we will remove chat functionality for spectators. spectators don't
give a
have an
fuck.
in-game need to use the chat channels. And by removing their ability
I base everything off of TF2's bullshit. So like if you're trying to mimic TF2 and like this how this whole shebang is, you're doing it all wrong because for one, TF2 doesn't even fucking their report system doesn't even fucking work for one. Two, they're trying to mimic TF2. You know what I mean? And plus like honestly, even Call of Duty's report system doesn't work. I think the report system only works for cheaters. And I fully support cheating. Like I don't support cheating, but I support that report for cheating. I mean, that's just a given. But for disruptive chat, I mean, come on. I mean, if you're on the internet, just hey buddy, you can turn off your PC. You can mute people. You could squelch chat. I mean, dude. Anyways, we're continuing.
to chat, we remove a channel that is increasingly being used by bad actors. Along with these improvements, we are looking at making it easier and faster to report any reportable offense.
This is like the most Overwatch fucking thing to do. Right here, right now. This kind of thing.
Min-match. At the moment, our numbers indicate that most reporting is done towards the end or post-match. And one reason for this is that it's not quick to report mid-match. However, this put pressure on players to remember that they need to report, who to report, and what to report them for, all after the match, and at that point, they are likely more interested in just starting the next match. So we are hoping that by making it faster to report mid-match, more players will use the reporting system. This is very important because we rely on players to help us know what is happening in matches so that our mitigation systems can be more effective and reliable. Overall, making Overwatch a safer community for everyone.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Stop with the safer community bullshit. I'm tired of hearing that. You want a safer community, turn off your fucking PC. Go for a walk. I mean, fuck, dude. I mean, I enjoy playing this game, but I don't enjoy being banned. My actual account, being banned on Overwatch. Hell. Blizzard should be thanking the gods for my fucking money that I give them. Okay? And just to ban my account over some fucking words, you're kidding me. And that goes for anybody. I don't give a fuck if it's towards me. This is ridiculous. So, we'll continue.
Player feedback is a vital part of improving and optimizing these types of features.
Oh yeah,
so we want to create
Where's that 6v6 at? Fuck out of here.
Even more avenues for you to share your thoughts with us. In Season 11, we're introducing the first iteration of player surveys into Overwatch 2.
I guarantee you it's going to be 6v6, 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 and bring back Hanamura.
This won't happen after every game because
What's happening?
survey participants will be chosen at random among the player base. The survey will be prompted after the progression screen at the end of match flow. This means that you'll be able to watch the play of the game, give endorsements, and review progression without getting interrupted. Once the progression screen is closed, the survey will prompt the player for their feedback. Both console and PC players will get the option to give us feedback via a QR code. PC players may also choose to open the link in a separate browser. Surveys will ask questions about the game, including new modes, events, features, and how you feel about the way we're mitigating disruptive play. We're excited for this feature, and we look forward to continuing to improve the game as we gather your feedback. These are just a few of the things we have been working on in this space. We will continue to bring you updates on our progress mitigating disruptive behavior via the Defense Matrix blogs, which will get a refresh in the coming seasons to include even more on the impact this work is having in the community through transparency metrics. Defense Matrix and Competitive will always be core to Overwatch, and we'll continue iterating, improving, and of course listening closely to your feedback on these systems. So please keep sharing your thoughts with us, and we can't wait to show you what we've been working on in Season 10 and beyond. See you soon!
Natasha said you will not be getting an outtake out of me today.
Well, that clip just came off. Any reportable event
And they get worse.
Anyways, I don't want to stick around for the fucking outtakes, but long story short, I'm half and half on this shit. This is 75%, 25% happy, 75% disappointed. The leaver penalty for comp is stupid, and the whole reporting for using words is also fucking retarded. It's fucking retarded. So, yeah, that's my take on it. Knowing Flats, he'd probably make this thing like fucking 20, 30 minutes just to get that ad revenue, but I'm just giving my honest thoughts. This is DFG House, and I'm signing off. Peace out.